What is conduction? Well, according to Google at least, conduction is the process by which heat or electricity is directly transmitted through the material of a substance where there is a difference of temperature or of electrical potential between adjoining regions with or without the movement of material. Now, essentially what that is, without all of the big confusing science words, is that it is the conversion of one form of energy into another, or the movement of said energy from one place to another. Okay, so now that we understand what conduction is, we can move on to particle theory, where it actually explains what's actually going on with the particles inside of the surfaces and energy while conduction is happening. So according to particle theory, when there are warmer things being transferred between surfaces, the particles vibrate really quickly and aggressively, which means that they contain a large amount of thermal and kinetic energy. Now, these particles are different to the ones in the colder object, where the particles in the colder object vibrate quite slowly, meaning that they have a little amount of thermal and kinetic energy. This means that when the hot surface comes into contact with the cold surface, the fast-moving particles collide with the slow-moving particles, and the energy is transferred to the cooler object. This continues until the warmth is spread equally, which then the particles are vibrating equally. Okay, so now that we know a lot about conduction, we can start to explain some examples and how to identify it within the natural world. But before we get into those examples and, examples in the natural world and just general examples overall, first, because I don't know why, but we have poems, because those are cool, fun, and informational. Conduction goes touch, then hot heat goes yes, energy transferred. You know what it is. Conduction, it's really cool. Heats things up real good. It does. Conduction, I use. Better than the force it is. Use it, I do. Okay, it's the part we've all been waiting for, eagerly waiting for in your chairs. Examples in nature. So we have a couple of examples here. The big one is the sun. So the sun heats up surfaces during the day because it heats up the air, and the air is hot and the ground is cold, and the air makes contact with the ground, and then the particle thing happens, and then bada bing, bada boom, they're both the same temperature now. It's the same thing with sand. When people walk on the hot sand, because the sun thing happened, but instead of the air doing the conduction this time, it's their feet. Now, you're probably sat there thinking to yourself, can you prove this really happens? Can you prove that this so-called conduction really happens? Well, yes, we can. I'm going to perform an experiment to prove conduction is real. It has a hypothesis and everything, real science. But then again, with real science comes real consequences and real danger. But I'm still going to do it for science. Okay, I'm going to go do the experiment now. Okay, we are here to do the experiment to prove conduction is a real thing. No magic, no trickery, no video editing, nothing. Just science. Pure science. Now, the premise of the experiment is pretty simple, actually. We're going to heat up some spoons, wood spoon, metal spoon, and according to science, this metal spoon should be hotter. That's our hypothesis. And we're going to be heating it up using fire. Now, fire is pretty dangerous, obviously. We have some safety precautions. I have the sink over there. I've got the smoke alarm. Well, I really hope that doesn't go off. And we got an oven mitt, so I don't burn my hands off. So, now the preparation's out of the way. Now I guess it's experiment time. Alright, we'll do the spoon first. Okay, ready? Ready. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, it didn't light on fire. That's good. Now I'm going to touch it and see how hot it is. Ow, that's really hot. Okay, that one was very hot. I'll rate it out of 10. That's a 7 heat. Now it's spoon time. Metal spoon. Wait. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now I'm gonna touch this one. I really hope this doesn't like kill me or something. Now. This one. This one's hotter. Okay, experiment over.